We found it. Now, somebody ordered this, and unfortunately, I misplaced it. So if you remember ordering this, please let me know, because I've looked through hundreds of orders and I can't find who it was. But if you let me know who ordered it, then I can check your name against the PayPal payments and find your order. But it was misplaced. It was accident. What I did, I'd put a load of leather sheeting into a bag, mixed colours. And because we've now took those back out because they're back on sale, I found it. It was in the bottom of the bag, because these were all things that were unwanted. And it's gorgeous, to be honest. And you could do like one of those dress forms that I showed yesterday. It's got a lovely shape to it. You could add foam here at the front, billowing out, foam here at the back, or just at the back, and make it into a really nice dress form. It is all wood. So the lady that ordered that, please let me know, because I found it. And sometimes we do misplace things. Somebody ordered a pair of earrings, very tiny. I could never find them. I found one. So unfortunately, things happen. The other thing is, this is back in. It has finally arrived. And again, I've got the same problem. It's the skull trim. Of course I can't, you know, go through every single order because there's too many. But I know we had a send-on drawer, but I had to use the drawer for something, so it'd be impossible for me to find the information. But once you give me a name that you're still waiting for this trim, and I know you are because you've emailed me, but can I find the... Can I, hell? Unfortunately, there's a lot happened since this was first ordered, and I've waited, and the lady will know, I have waited weeks and weeks and weeks, and I think you ordered 2 or 3 yards of this. Well, it's finally come in. It came in yesterday, late evening, would you believe? So we've got that, and whatever's left will go on the shop, because I think there's some more that I ordered. And I have literally... when you're waiting for your orders, I'm also waiting for mine, and like I said yesterday, one took 11 weeks to come, which was that fabric. Now what I'm going to say is I'm going to do another kit. We're getting back to the kits, you know, we filled the scrap bags, but what I've got here, this is a different one, because... And folk know that sometimes I start projects to show you how to do something and then I don't finish them. You know, or I might go back years later and finish them, months later, whatever. Now, some of you will remember this one. And this is a long time since we've had this trim. So you can tell how long ago I've had this. And what I used was vintage doilies, doily sections. I put a canvas picture in, we decorated it. And then I used... for a heart shape, lots of the things, the products that we've had in the shop. You know, making the flower. This is suede, cream suede. It's beautiful, beautiful. You can see it. Good quality suede. I made it into a book. Now, this is now going to be given out as part of the gift, as part of the scrap bag. The next scrap bag, and I've added in, this is beautiful, we sell this in the shop, it is absolutely gorgeous, like a wool, super soft wool fabric, and I do sell it in the shop in I think it's Fat Quarters, but it's got 6 pages in it to be decorated, and I think all I did on the back was that, just using the trims we used to sell. That needs pressing down, that's all. But it is gorgeous, and if anybody wants this particular book, then you're going to have to buy this particular kit. So I'm going to use that as the kit, and I will put some bits and, you know, pieces. I will put some trimmings to go inside, but it's mainly about the book. And if anyone's interested in finishing this book, I would love to see that somebody gets it, and I would love that person to share what they've done with the rest of it. because, I mean, you can make it into a sewing book, you can make it in, you know, just whatever you want to do. Fill it out. Make it a real gift for somebody. And it is gorgeous. And I love the things we've used. Or I've used, should I say. You know, and it's all been handmade. I might show you how to do that. Yeah, might do. So, what I'm going to do now, so that's going to be the kit, and now there'll be some goodies to go with it. If you're interested in that one, I'm going to put it up on the shop. So that's where you'll have to go get it. So I will just take a photograph of that, and then put that photograph on the shop, and it'll come with some laces, some trimmings for you to play around with. And that's a good kit. So that's that. Now, there'll be some other bits and pieces as well. Let me have a drink. I'm thirsty as hell. Let me see. Now, I've got some ribbon that I want to share how to do a particular flower. Just while I'm on. I'm going to use this one. This is the sheer ribbon. It's organza sheer ribbon. Well, that's not ivy. It says ivory, but there you go. So I'm going to use this one, which is a double satin. But first of all, I need to stitch it. So I'm going to get my needle and thread out. Thank you to everybody who ordered again yesterday. It is very much appreciated, believe you me. I'm going to take this thread. I need to use my silk threads, but they're in the other room, so I need to bring them back in here. Excuse me. What? Right. Now, you have to do 2 rows of stitching on this particular flower. Because then we're going to pull it in, and you'll see, oh look. This is what I mean about using the right thread. Use nylon thread if you can. Nylon thread is way better than the cottons, I have to say. So, I'm not quite sure. Now, do I want to do it that way or this way? I'm going to do it here. Yeah. I'm going to start in the centre. Like that. And we just do a tacking stitch. Now, I might need 2 needles for this. And keep them going at the same time. Because I love this flower, and I don't do it often enough, to be honest. Now, I do need, when I can find my lighter. Oh, don't do this to me. Seal it off. That'll do. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do this one about 3/4 of the way. That's all I'm going to do. 3/4. Tacking stitch. A double tacking stitch, and then it'll hold it. And like I say, 3/4 of the way. See how it's pulled a line? So I've got a line to follow. When you use this particular satin, it'll put a line in it ready for you, because you're disturbing that line. See, it puts it in. It's pulling the stitch, the fibre. Yeah, there we are. I think we're there. Now, what I'm going to do... Come off, you Wally. That's it. Is to cut this. I think I've got enough. Seal it. Sew to the ends. Okay. Now, what you've got to do is then unravel this end. Like this. But you've got to make sure you've got it straight. See, from that to that. Don't let it twist. And I think we can do that. See, like that. So you've two ends straight and this ruched here. Now, make sure you've got it right. Pop your needle through that end. And pop this needle through that end. Right where you've been sewing. And you take the two and you join the two together. Now, this is where it can be a little bit tricky because you now need to put that back at the beginning. You see? You do need to get the gap in the middle, but you can sort that out. If you pull that tight, make sure you've got this. Just seal it off. A couple of tacking stitches. Like that. And this one as well. Just do your tacking stitch. Well, we can cut that one off now. Make sure you cut the right one. Okay. We can cinch those. And then what you do is you work around like that. Just takes a little bit of manoeuvring. See, it depends what size stitching you've put in it. See, like that. Now we're going to pull, because this is the outer edge. We're just going to pull on that, and you have to manoeuvre it into place. See, like that. Some of it folds in. So you've got to get them folds out. Like that. You can do that, to be honest. See, like that. Now, wouldn't that be lovely as a little ballerina skirt? See how I see different things? You could make that, you know, like put some wires in, make a wire body and put that on as a ballerina skirt. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? But we're not doing that. We're going to use it as a flower. And just play around with it till you're happy. Evening it all out. See, and then you can push that back. And then what you can do there is, if you've got something like these, is to twist these together. Let me just use my scissors. Move this out of the way. Like that. And then you can do that, and you pop those in the middle like that, and you've got a really pretty ruffled flower, and that's what I call my ruffled flower. See, but I could have put anything in the centre, and they are really pretty. So let's just put that there. I know what I'm like for losing needles. So that's the first one, and it's a ruffled flower. I could put a little diamante. I'm not sure if I've got a spare one. I might have. Let me just see if I've got, just to bring it up a little bit more. Yeah, I've got one in here. So I can take this. I do have some glossy accents. I'm just putting a little bit between the three. And then I can take one of my diamantes and just fit that in there. Like that. Actually, let me see if I can get one that's a little bit more shinier than that. I could use something a little bit... Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? There, that's better. A little bit bigger one. And when that's dry, I can also put that on some lace as well. And we can keep building on that. So that's the first one that I wanted to share with you. And it's a ruffled flower. They take a little bit of practice. The wider the ribbon, the better they look. I do have to say that. So we're going to leave that one. And the next one I'm going to use is this one. And my normal stitch that I love to do, I'm just going to burn that, is, let me find my needle again. There's the one. Oh no, I'll use the other one, it's smoother for me. Right, okay. Now I need to take out some of the wire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try this first. We have to sew up the edge, sew 6 stitches. So if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then we can bend that over like that. And you continue up to the edge there, then go 6. So I'm going to do each petal like that. We do that just to give me a rough guide of how much I need, and I'm going to do that, and we'll cut it there. Just seal that off. So I'm only doing like 4 petals. I'm going to take out because it's wired, I'm going to take out this wire, pull it out, because I don't particularly want the wire in. Save your wires, they always come in handy for something. I just wrap them like that and shove them in the tub. Right, okay. So we've got that. What I'm going to do, double stitch it, about 3 or 4 stitches to the end. and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches that way, fold it over, and you just go right across the top. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fold that over. 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't matter how many across the top, it's however many you can get in, to be honest. Fold that over. Like that. Then we go down that side at the end. And then we pull it, and as you pull it you can see petals, but what I do then is I'll go to this end and do that and pull the two together and watch what happens. It pulls itself in like that and makes a flower, but I need to do another one of these with 5 petals on. Alright, let me just fill my lighter. It needs a little bit of juice. Just enough to get me through this. What I've got to do. That'll do. Right, okay. So, I'm going to take out the... Which one shall I take out? This one, I think. On the lighter side. There we go. Now, let me just see. Do I want to? Yes, I think I do. I'm going to do it that way. What do we think? Shall I do it that way? Yes. As I need my needle with my thread. And I'm just going to do a really easy way to do this. Fold it down. I think I've got hiccups. Sew it across the bottom. Real easy leaf. Pull it. Again, fold that down, fold that down, I'm going to sew the two together like that. Oh, whoa, shouldn't have done that just yet. Pull it tight first, Fifi, and then do it. There you go. And then we can trim that, and that gives me 2 leaves immediately. I'm going to glue that one to that one. Put another glue stick in. And then glue all of that to this flower. Beautiful, look at that. Perfect flower. Take the bottom section. I've got a little bit of felt. Sorry. I'm going to pop that on top of there. Like that. Oh, what I should have done, just a minute. Where do I want it? And I have that here. There. I want to do that. Lift that up a minute. Just lift that up. Hang on a cotton picking minute. Do I want one of those? Do I want one of those? Yeah, that'll do. I just want to get a little bit of decoration. And I have these beads, of which I'm going to just sit those in there with that on top. Push it in. Just for decoration. Yeah, that's it. A little bit of decoration. I think that looks beautiful. I'm also going to do this one as well. I'm just going to turn that around, cut this into a circle-ish. Like that. See if we've got another little tassel for that one. Not sure. Oh, what's that? Yeah, I could use that, I suppose. A little beaded bit. Just let me know. Wait a minute. Look, that's one I handmade. I handmade these. And I've shown you how to do them. There are plenty there. I'm going to put another one of those in, I think. So, I'm going to just... let's put it there. Take this little disc. And we pop that over that. It doesn't have to be perfect, as long as you've got what you need. Yeah. That's really pretty. And I suppose we could make one leaf maybe 2 leaves for that as well. I'm going to go like that, like that. Just going to measure out what I need. Like that. This time I'm going to take out, let's say the the wires can hide themselves. Come on, mate. There we go. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to fold that in like that. And we're going to run a bit of glue across there. And then I'm just going to fold that like that. Because you can do it any way you want. Hold that. Pop that onto there, like that. Do the exact same thing with this one. Fold that down, fold that down. You can do them without any sewing, you know, the leaves. Just fold that in, fold that in, fold that in, and that in. To be honest, it's because I can't be bothered stitching right now. I'll fold it in that way, it doesn't matter. And then we can pop that one on there as well, like that. Now that, oh, it hasn't dried. It needs to dry. Never mind. What we'll do is we can put a bit of glue in there. It will eventually dry. God, everybody's doing the gardens, and I tell you what, this coronavirus has done some good, because a lot of people are doing the gardens. Some that have never done them, or not had time to do them. A lot of people, you know, it's you're busy. Your life gets so hectic. By the time you come in, it's dark. You can't see anything. But yeah, it's done a lot of good for gardens. So there you go. I don't need that. Oh, nearly put my needle in there, which I don't want to do. So that's that one, and that's that one. I hope you like those. Just play. You've got to play. Try different ways, different things. You just have to play. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. And if you want that kit, it'll be on the shop, and I will be coming back to do some more. The grab kits. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye for now. Stay safe.